Hello, hello. I am gonna wait just a minute before I get started to make sure I am live. I did not pre-schedule this in advance, so I don't know what we will be doing, to be completely honest. So I might let you guys kind of help guide where things go tonight a little bit. So I am just getting everything loaded up, turning my volume down so that I can make sure I'm not getting an echo, and we will kind of see where everything takes us. Hey Fatima, yay, you got a notification. Hey Lauren. I wasn't really I didn't pre-plan it, so I didn't have a lobby ready or anything. I was not planning ahead today, but that's okay. Usually I kind of have everything all set up and ready to go so that there's a lobby and all of that, but I'm living life by the seat of my pants today. Hey Georgia, hey Jibs, how's it going? Okay, so I guess to start off, I will just, while we kind of wait for everything to start happening, I will show you guys a couple things that I wanted. Yeah, Lauren, in that Altenew video earlier, that was so funny. I was like, oh, fancy meeting you here. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys, we kind of did like a low-key exchange of cards, greeting cards, for the design team or the inspiration team on Brutus Monroe. And I received a card today that I was really excited about, and I wanted to share it with you. So Ashley sent me a greeting card, and it's the really pretty one that looks like this. Isn't that gorgeous? It looks even better in person. Like, I thought her card was so gorgeous at when I saw the pictures online, and seeing it in person, it's crazy. Number one, I need to know which cardstock this is that she used because it is crazy sturdy. And it's amazing. I don't know, I'm wondering if it's not your mama's, but I don't know, I'll have to ask her. And then it is like the most sturdy, Ashley Tucker on the Brutus Monroe Inspiration team. She made this card and she sent it to me. I feel so special and lucky. Yes, it's so stinking cute, and I love the sentiment. It's just all so perfect. I love it so much. And I don't know if you can see this, but that dimension that she got and the sparkle and the shimmer with those snowflakes, oh my gosh, it's crazy. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Angela. How's it going, you guys? But yeah, it's super pretty. I absolutely love it. So I was really excited to get that in the mail today. Hopefully she will tune in at some point. But yeah, the texture is amazing and the color is great. The ink blending, I don't know. I want to say maybe she used aqua pigments for the background, but I'm not sure. I need to go back and look at her blog post because she did a blog post about this card, and I need to find out more information because I love it. Okay, cool. So that's that. I wanted to share that with you guys. And then okay, so I have some cards that I've made that I figured I would share with you. This one I literally just published on my blog right before I went live. I was playing along with the My Favorite Things sketch challenge for this week. It ends tomorrow at noon, so I wanted to get my card published and ready to go. This is not really my normal style for card making, but that's sort of what I like about the challenges, is that it pushes me outside of my comfort zone, and it kind of gets me creating things that I wouldn't normally create, which is kind of awesome. So this was the sketch challenge. It was like the card, and then it had these two with the curved edges at the bottom, but the sketch only had one circle right here. So I kind of just changed it up just a little bit and made it what it is. So these images here are actually from a My Favorite Things set called Buildable Blooms, I believe. And they don't have any detail. It's literally just one color. So I thought they needed to be spruced up a little bit. So I used a Copic marker or a couple Copic markers to just add just a little bit of detail to each of those in different variations of the same colors, basically. And then I added white gel pen accents in the center. And I think that made a big difference, and it really helped kind of take the card up a notch, I guess. And then I added Wink of Stella. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. I don't know, but look at those pretty sequins. They're so cute. I have been really into using different sized sequins lately, so that has been on a lot of my projects. So that's really exciting. I like that. Okay, so that's that one. And then another one that I literally just posted today, I did another My Favorite Things challenge with this card, which was a color challenge. So instead of a sketch, you just have a color palette that you use. And so I followed the color palette, which was kind of this navy, and then sort of like this teal sort of color down here, and then gray. And the colors were really pretty. I liked it a lot, so I definitely wanted to create with it. And what I did is I used one of their backgrounds, and this is called the typewriter text background. It just has all these ABCs all over it. And I was gonna heat emboss it, and I accidentally smudged like a huge part of it off the bottom when I was going to heat emboss it. Like I just had the powder on it, and I'm gonna be honest, I was so lazy and I didn't want to redo it, so then I just like smudged a bunch more off to try to make it look intentional. And then I just went ahead and heat embossed it, and then I did my ink blending, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to make this work. And so then I just put the puddle down there, and it all worked out really cool, so I was pretty excited about that. You guys know I don't like to throw away my mistakes, and I really just didn't want to start over. And then I had gotten like my big thumbprint with all, like, you know, whatever all over it, and it was just gonna be, it was gonna take a lot of work in order to fix it, and I just didn't want to do that. So I ran with it, and this is what I ended up with, which I think it turned out okay. So I used this for their color challenge, which I really liked. And I just love that sentiment so much. 100% chance of happiness when I'm with you. Like, seriously, how cute is that? And it's a little boy. He's so adorable. I tried to put like white gel pen in his hair, and the reason I did that is because I thought it kind of made it look like his hair was wet. I'm not sure if you guys agree or if you think that that was a weird thing to do. It's sort of just, I don't know. I wanted to try it, but I thought it kind of made it look like his hair was a little bit wet. I don't know. You guys tell me if you think that that worked at all or if it looks weird. I don't know. I wanted it to look like he'd been out in the rain, you know? So there's that one. And then my last card that I want to share with you is this Lawn Fun card that I made and I shared yesterday, I think. You guys have apparently been playing a lot of challenges lately. I don't know what the deal is. I'm supposed to be working ahead to get done with all my projects before I need to go to Creativation, but instead of doing that, I've been like going crazy on all of these challenge projects. I don't know why, but I've been in the mood for a challenge apparently. So yes, I made this card using all Lawn Fun products, and it was for their challenge that ended today, I believe, this morning maybe, and it was called Wonderful Winter, and it was a color palette. So it was like a purple, the pink, yellow, kind of like a blue, and then gray. So it was a color palette, and then they also had like a really pretty winter scene with a sunset and all of that. And so I kind of took inspiration from both of those. Hey, Evilise. And I blended the sky, and then kind of like did the gray at the bottom and then the ground, and then sort of like an icy ground area, and then I did kind of the sunset. So like this is supposed to be the horizon, of course, and then it goes up into the night sort of sky. It's like a twilight time sort of card. And then of course I had to use this set because I've had it for a while and I don't think I've ever actually used it. Hey Lisa. So I wanted to use that one, and then it had been forever since I used this little seal from Sealed with a Kiss. So I used them, and I thought it was so cute because it makes it look like it's a baby seal with a little baby bear. It's so adorable. Hi, Tina. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining. I'm just showing some of the cards that I've made and then we'll start crafting. But yeah, I really liked how this turned out. I actually used, for all you Brutus Monroe fans out there, I used, it's kind of casting a shadow a little bit, but I used Pearl Aqua Pigment for the background, and then I also used some gesso. So it's got like a really nice shimmery effect in person. I don't know if you can see that here. But it's got a really nice shimmery effect, and then it also has like a textured white effect to it also. So I thought that was kind of cool. It made it look like it was snowy. I like it. All right, that is what I have. Okay, those are my cards. So we can talk about the things that I have picked up recently that I'm going to try over the next however long. And I'll let you guys know how I feel about them and if I like them and if I want to use them again. So what I have done, I've gotten just a couple things, not a lot. But oh, thank you. Okay, so I picked up this palette knife set. I got this on Amazon, and if I like it, well, I'm going to use it tonight. And then if I like it, I will link it to you guys if you're interested in it. But I just needed some palette knives for my pastes and stuff like that. I didn't have anything and I really needed something. So I did pick that up. I also picked up this double-sided adhesive roll from scrapbook.com. It's just a 1/4 inch double-sided adhesive, which I do have in my ATG, like my tape glider. But sometimes it's nice because the tape glider doesn't always work on foam, for example, and I think this might be an easier way to put adhesive onto my foam. So I'm going to try that and let you guys know. But this is the scrapbook.com brand. They have come out with a lot of products recently that are exclusive and their own brand. They used to just kind of carry everyone else's stuff, and now they're starting to carry a lot more things that are scrapbook.com brand. So I'm going to try it out and see what I think, and I will let you guys know. And then on that kind of same note, I picked up, ooh, glitter stock. That's good to know. I picked up, hey Belinda, a new black ink to try. They have just come out with a whole line of hybrid inks, and I want to try them and see what they're like. But I figured I would start with the black first and just kind of test it out, see what I think before I go crazy and try to buy a bunch of other colors. So I'll let you guys know what I think. I literally have not used it at all yet, so we will see about that. I did pick up this shutter cover die from Altenew, since I told you guys I graduated level 1, right? Did I tell you that? So that video that I did for you guys, I don't think I have because I don't think I knew. That video that I did for you guys with the his and hers card for the wood grain backgrounds and the floral and the cactus. So that was my challenge project and I passed. So I am completely done with level 1. Thanks, you guys. And now I am moving on to level 2. And so the techniques are getting, you know, more complex, more intricate, all of that. And I figured I wanted to add some new supplies to my stash. This is very difficult to get off of here, by the way. I don't want to break it. Okay, so I have never actually purchased a cover die ever. This is my very first one. So I'm interested to see, you know, what all I can do with it. I can basically, you know, make myself a stencil if I want to, or I can just use it as, you know, the die itself, whatever I want to do. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Maybe we can play with it tonight. But yeah, I've never had a cover plate die before, so this is pretty cool. I'm really excited to see. And if you turn it this way, it makes me think of bamboo. I don't know if you guys, I don't know. Maybe it won't remind me of bamboo once it's cut, but currently it reminds me of bamboo. So that is that. Just the cover die. Oh, Belinda, you're so sweet. And then the last thing that I picked up is this Dreamweaver translucent embossing paste. So my understanding is that I can use this over top with a stencil of my like ink blended backgrounds, for example, and then it will dry clear but I'll still have texture. So I am really excited to see what this is all about. I saw this in a video by Laura Fedora, I think. I think Laura Fedora. Well, I'm sure her name is Laura Bassin, but I think her channel is called Laura Fedora. And she does like a feature for Simon Says Stamp. She's really super funny, and I really enjoy listening to her talk. And she did a technique recently where she used this, and so I actually went and bought it, and now I'm gonna try it too. But Tima, you're so sweet. You guys are all so nice to me. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so we're gonna keep our, well, these go together, so we can do something with that. Why don't, let's see. We're gonna combine a bunch of stuff, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to cut out our cover die thingamajig, and then I'm gonna use it as a stencil, theoretically, with my new embossing paste and my palette knife, right? I can use a few of these things all at once, so this is gonna be cool. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, I guess the first thing I wanna do is some ink blending. So I'm gonna cut down a card panel, and I want to think about some colors that I want to use. Now I want to keep in mind that it is currently not, I kind of want to get more into like springy sort of cards, but I don't want to go, do I want to go full-blown summer? I don't know. Maybe I could do some softer colors. I've got my, my media mat nearby also. So I will have that ready to go. Let's see. I'm gonna plop this up here really quick, and I'm gonna see if my little purple tape will hold it. I'm not sure if it will, because obviously the purple tape is not super duper sticky as far as adhesives go, but let's see what happens. I'm just gonna pop that up there just so that it stays in one place, hopefully, and I don't have to worry about it shifting around. And I just had, these are just some pieces of purple tape that I have used previously. Obviously it's got like junk all over the top. I've used it previously, and I try to reuse it as much as I can because I don't want to waste it. And I just stick it to my desk, if we're being honest. And then when I need it, I just pull it off and use it again. Okay, so let's talk colors. I think we could go with something like a light pink, a light yellow, and a light green. And maybe that might look okay for like a spring card. I'm thinking, let's do oxides, or yeah, like let's do oxides, because I think that they're going to be a little bit easier to blend with, just for a quick blend. So we can use, what do I have? I have squeezed lemonade and cracked pistachio, so that'll be a nice softer green. And then maybe worn lipstick. That might be a little bit bright. I do have spun sugar. I haven't opened this one yet, so I'm gonna open it and see what it looks like, because I don't want it to be too bright. But I don't know, we'll see what it looks like. I need an ink pad or a blending foam. This one doesn't have a blending foam yet. Oh, neither does this one. Hold on. Okay. New blending foams. Oh, and just so you guys know, those of you who have been kind of following me for a little while, I noticed that these blending foams that I got are different than the ones that we've kind of been complaining about lately. You know how they changed and they were really stiff, and we were having some problems with them? These ones are really soft, so I'm wondering if I'm going to get better results. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I've got a few colors that we're going to work with. We will decide on our pinks once we get there. So why don't I just use, I have spun sugar in the distressed ink, but I haven't used the oxide yet, because I actually just picked up a few new colors over some of the Black Friday, etc. Christmas sales, and I just haven't had a chance to use it yet. So obviously it's still in the plastic. but that's okay. All right, I'm gonna at least test it out and see, oops, see what it's like. Yeah, this is so soft. That's crazy. It's really soft. You gave your distress inks away. Oh my gosh. Man. All right, so the number one thing that I would suggest, if you are having a hard time getting a good ink blend, put more ink on your pad. This is not going to give you a good ink. You see how you can see the white still? The oxides are going to be easier than with a distress ink. However, they're not going to be, oh, that's pretty. I mean, it's really light, but because it's an oxide, it's a little bit more opaque than it would have been if it was the distress ink. I think that might work. I don't know. I'm wondering, because I feel like that is very kind of you, Fatima. You guys are all awesome people. Just saying. I feel like this is going to be too bright. I don't know. I'm gonna scrap this page or else I'll use it for something else later, but I'm just gonna do some testing really quick and see what my colors are like, because I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, the nice thing about the, ooh, let's see how they blend. If I want soft colors, I feel like the yellow is going to overpower. I think the yellow is going to overpower the spun sugar too much. Like, they won't blend. If I do this, see how you get the orange? I don't think that's going to happen with the spun sugar. It's just going to turn yellow. So that kind of makes that decision for me, I think. Okay, so spun sugar is out. And we will use the worn lipstick. So I think that's great. Okay, so keeping in mind that we are going to be adding some texture with the embossing paste later. I'm trying to decide what I want to do as far as, do I want to do like a gradient where I start with one color and then kind of blend into the other colors, or do I want to just kind of like do an all over color thing? Let's see. What do you guys think? Do you guys think I should do like a lined gradient sort of thing, or do you think that we should just kind of blend as we will? Starting out, a lady from another Facebook page sent you $75 through PayPal. Oh, that's so cool. People are so nice. That's really awesome. I knew what you meant. Okay, so I've got one for gradient and I've got one for blend at random. I need a tiebreaker, y'all. Help me out. Hey, let's be real. Everyone toots, right? We got my son, he's 4, right? We got him a book for Christmas called What is Poop? Yes. It is like really, it is all about the human body and like the, normalizing whatever. But anyway, it just made me think of that. It was really funny. Okay. Random. Okay. So we're doing random. I've gotten a couple, Linda, I was really confused about your thing. I thought you were saying it was random what we were talking about. And then I was like, oh, she's voting. Perfect. That helps me a lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start heavy at the edge and then just sort of blend lighter as I go. And the reason I want to do that is because I want my colors to blend nicely. So I'm kind of just spiraling in towards the do frogs fart? Oh my gosh. You guys, this is the best conversation ever. I want my colors to blend nicely as they kind of move in. And I find that this, I don't remember where I saw this. It was a while ago, but I saw this, like, I don't know, somebody was doing a tutorial on how to blend things or how to make ink blended backgrounds at some point. And they were saying that it was good to, I might actually only do 2 colors actually, because when I blend this, I'm going to get orange, and I think the green might be kind of weird. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, when I was watching this tutorial at some point, she said that it was good to have a 3, like a triangle sort of thing, so that it looked more random and natural. And so I've been trying that out for a while, and it's kind of my go-to sort of thing these days. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of thought that this was going to be a springy sort of card, but now I'm not so sure. I was kind of going for the Eastery sort of pastel thing at first, and now it's like this cotton candy, I don't even know what sort of card. And now I'm just trying to decide if I want to go in with the lighter pink in these areas or if I want to try the green. I'm worried that the green is going to mess it up and make it look weird. Let me blend the green on the other sheet, like our scrap page over here, and see what it looks like with these. I don't like it. I'm gonna veto that. I don't think I like that. Okay, we'll use that on another project. So let's go back in with a light pink. So this is Spun Sugar. And then I'm just gonna kind of add it into the little corners here. Just for some different kind of texture, I guess. All right. I think that kind of makes it nice. Hopefully I'm not jiggling the camera too much. I kind of forgot that it was attached to my desk currently. All right, so there, we got to use both pinks, even though we voted one out at the beginning. Woo, it's very chalky. The texture of the Distress Oxides on the paper is like, I don't know, it's almost like putting makeup on the paper. Hey, Annalisa. Okay, so we've at least got some ink blending done. It is not perfect by any means. You can definitely see some of the lines. I'm not really too worried about that. What I am going to do is I'm going to spritz a little bit of water onto my craft mat, directly onto the mat. Well, this is a media mat, but same difference. I'm not really worried about it picking up the color. That's okay. This is a Tim Holtz Splatter brush. I really like this because it makes adding the splotches and all of that super, super easy. Like, look at that. Whoop, done. And you can decide how much or how little you want to add. I'm going to let it kind of sit for a minute and do its oxidizing thing. And then I will take my clean paper towel and just blot off the color a little bit. And this just gives a nice, cool texture, or I don't know, like a little bit of added interest to your background. I think I'm actually going to add a little bit more right here and over here. And you can do different things with them to get different results. There wasn't quite too much going on over here, so I'm just going to add a little bit more liquid and then have it flicked on there again. Hi, Jennifer. But yeah, so that kind of helps get some interest on there. I'm going to find a clean piece of my paper towel and just blot it off. I like it. This is really good for like if you're doing a galaxy background and you do it with Distress Oxides, which is easy because you can blend all those colors so well together. Then you use the splatter brush like this and you get instant stars. It's awesome. I really like it. Okay, that's that. And the cool thing too is that it's not too wet. You know what I mean? Like it's not too saturated. I didn't have to spritz it directly with water to get this effect. I don't know, I like it. Okay, and that kind of breaks up some of the uneven shading as well. So if you don't get a perfect blend the first time, that's okay. You don't have to spend 8 years blending a panel. You can just kind of do what you want and then make it work. All right, so what we are going to do is take the cover plate die, and I'm actually just going to use our scratch piece from earlier, and I'm going to cut it. I guess I should do it this way. I'm going to cut it with our cover plate die. Let me grab my plates. Okay, so I'm just going to use my Cuddle Bug for this. I'm going to plop it right through. This is the first time I've ever used a cutting plate. I mean a cover plate. Good grief. So this is all new to me. Hopefully it goes okay. It's very hard to crank through. My machine is like doesn't suction to the table anymore, and so oh good lord, I should have probably turned it at an angle. That would have helped, I bet. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, my machine does not suction to anything anymore. Even if I put it directly on a hard surface, it would not work. But that's okay, you know. It just makes it an interesting adventure to do all of this. All right, this is probably not the best tool to use for this. Cricut is discontinuing the Cuddle Bug. What? I didn't know that. I wonder why. That's crazy. I mean, I guess because they're doing their electronic die cutting, so I mean, I guess that makes sense. Wow, I didn't know that. I should have probably, I get emails from Cricut, like trade sort of emails, and apparently maybe I just haven't been reading up on my emails. All right, well, that means I got to go back, read up on it and see what's going on. Thank you for the heads up. I think, I guess it doesn't really surprise me that much because I haven't been able to find cutting plates in a store for like forever. Okay, so you guys, I have seen a technique where you use a dryer sheet or something against the cutting, or you know, like your die, and then it makes it easier to get the die out. So I may try that, although I've also heard that using dryer sheets can also like ruin your dies. I don't know. I've heard like everything can ruin everything. So it's okay about the Cuddle Bug for me though, because honestly, ooh, look at that. This is our trash blending piece and look how cute that looks. It actually looks really cute. Wow, that's kind of cool. Anyway, I really want to get a Spellbinders Platinum 6. So I guess this will be my excuse to upgrade at some point then. I'll be like, look, it's discontinued. I can't even buy new supplies for it. I better get a Platinum 6. So we will see what happens with that. I'll keep you updated. Oh, you have a Cuddle Bug as a backup. Lauren, what do you use for your main machine then, if you don't use the Cuddle Bug? I'm always interested to know what machines people have and what they use, like what they think of them. Okay, so now we have our stencil. I put that in air quotes because it's like just a piece of cardstock. But we've got our stencil. So what we can do, oh, there's a hair on me. Oh, you guys, I almost don't even want to cut it. It kind of looks cute on top like that. Look at it. Oh, it's cute. I almost don't want to cut it. I mean, stencil with it. But I think I'm going to, because that's what I said we were going to do. I can always make another one. The only thing I'm worried about, though, is that it is not flat right now. It's not flat. And so I'm worried about trying to stencil with it because, oh, thanks, Jessie. I need to get one of those. It looks so fun in summery or spring. I know, right? It looks so cute. And then with like, because you know, you guys know that this is my thing. I mean, maybe I could just leave it like that. I don't know, you guys. We could do the other technique on another background, I guess. This is not what we signed up for. But with you guys know that this is like totally my thing that I'm obsessed with right now, but like putting a white heat embossed sentiment on a black piece of cardstock would look really cute. And then just like some sequins, and that would be a super cute card. Okay, Lauren says she has the Sizzix Big Kick. Okay, what's the difference between the Big Kick and the Big Shot? I need like a crash course in die cutting machines because I don't really know anything about any of them. Okay, so I guess the consensus is I'll leave it like this. The only thing is, you know what I'm going to do? You guys, I am going to use they're the same. I'm going to use my spray adhesive. Although, I feel like I really need to, I'm going to put this up as like a barrier between my supplies. It's just like a clipboard. And it's not the fancy Brutus Monroe clipboard, but whatever. Okay, so I guess I'll use that. Hold on one sec. I might have I wonder if I threw it away. Hold on. Oh, nope, I still have it. I thought I might have thrown it away because I don't ever use it. Okay, so they are the same. Big box for smaller store. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, I got this at the Dollar Tree, I'm pretty sure. We'll see what happens. I'm actually gonna, I don't want to get it on my media mat. So, let's just build a little spray booth over here. You guys can see what it's like when I'm like creating and I'm just like, oh, no big deal. I'm just gonna do some crazy stuff at my desk. No worries. All right, so now that that's covered in glue, let me just set that to the side. Hopefully I didn't get anything on anything else. And hope that we can line it up before it dries. Woo, it smells very strong. It says it's fast tack. It's not sticking. I know you may fumigate yourself. That's what I was just saying. It's like smells, it's really strong. It does not stick, you guys. That is a thing that is true. Either I didn't use enough or it just doesn't stick. I'll turn the fan on in a minute. I'm going to try it one more time, and if it doesn't work, then I don't know what we're going to do. But I'm not going to sit here all night trying to make it work, that's for sure. Okay, let's just pop it on here so I can get to it faster. Whoa. Go, 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 go. I think it might work this time. I think I didn't have enough on it last time. Yeah. I didn't use enough the first time, okay? And it says it's photo safe. Oh, you guys, it's so cool. I feel like I need to set something heavy on it after I pass out. Okay, I won't use any more, I promise. No more spray adhesive. I'm done. Okay, now I feel like I need to set something heavy on it because if I don't, I think it's gonna pop back up. So I'm just gonna use one of my acrylic blocks and just set it right on top just for some even pressure while we decide what else we're gonna do. And hopefully, let me get that out of the way so that the glare hopefully is not so bad. Hopefully that helps it kind of adhere and stick. Oh no, Christopher just went live. Ah! Well, okay. Well, did it say what he's doing? Oh no. We apparently haven't been checking each other's schedules very well. I don't know. Okay, well, why don't we do this? I'll go ahead, because I like to, oh, the inspiration box. Yeah, I need to be there for that. Okay, why don't we go ahead and call it quits for now, and then once Christopher is finished, then I will pick back up and we will continue and make a card with this one. Does that sound good? Okay, so that is what we will do, and then I will pick back up. So I will see you guys over there in just a minute, and then we will keep on keeping on after Christopher is all finished. I love you guys, and I will see you in a little while.